3 goals, 3-0 at home. I know you love a breakdown. Could you possibly break down how good that was a win in 3 minutes? Is that too long a time?
I'm not as convinced that it was that. Look, I don't know. I think maybe my tone today, I was on the watch long, starting 11. I did full-time live after, got the thoughts of the fans. Maybe my tone was a little too negative. 3 goals, 3 points. Do you know what? I think I've been listening to a lot of the fan cams. I think people are hurting because of the Everton result. And I think maybe hoping that we're in that bracket of like 4th to 6th, people are realising we're probably more in that 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. I think that's what we probably learned in the last 2 away games. But today, after people were saying a shaky first 20 minutes. I'll be honest, I thought it was a shaky first half. I thought the chances we had were more down to Southampton being poor rather than us really doing anything. But, we still, right position, right time, get 2 goals, create some chances. Second half, much, much better. I really liked what I saw in the second half from Arsenal. Sustaining pressure, creating chances, in control. Yeah, it was good.
Who stood out for you most of all? Because I've heard a few shouts for Odegaard, of course. 3 and 3 now for him. Tomiyasu winning everything. Ramsdale, of course, saves again. Martinelli coming in. There's so many to name, but who stood out for you?
It was probably, I think everyone was probably individually better than they were as a collective, as a team, which is why you can list so many players and go, Lacazette I thought led the line quite well. Ramsdale from back to front was superb. Martinelli was a standout for me. I know I've heard Tomiyasu, I've heard a few. Gabriel, I was worried about him after the early yellow card. Played very well, obviously gets his goal. Saka, I thought, wasn't really given enough credit. I thought he was dangerous down the right. But Martinelli is that guy who changes gear. He's the guy in the car, he changes. He's the one who is, there's the pass, the movement, and he goes, no, we've got to lift this. We need something else. We need to add to the press. We need to beat a man. We need to make something happen. So Martinelli's the guy I'm looking at today as the catalyst for the best things that happened. I was really impressed, and now obviously with Smith Rowe on the bench for today, it means that he's probably in line for some game time against West Ham. So what happens? Does Martinelli come back on the right? Do you rest Saka, or do you stick with the 3 that probably played in terms of the second half some of our best football of the season? So it's a difficult one because first half wasn't good either, in my opinion, anyway. So how would you
set up against West Ham after what you've seen today? Would you keep it the same?
I would keep it the same, actually. I think while I really like Smith Rowe, I think Martinelli, Saka and Odegaard have a slightly better control. I don't know what it is. I think maybe they've all got an extra year or 2 of senior football under the belt. Maybe that's what it is. Smith Rowe, there are times I think he looks the best player on the pitch, and also times where, we don't need to be talking about Smith Rowe today. I think he's a supremely talented player, but you can just see where maybe those 3 have just an extra year of experience on him. So I'd stick with that 3. But then it's a difficult one because we know how brilliant Smith Rowe can be. We know sometimes Odegaard can go missing. We know sometimes it can't. It's not a game for Martinelli or Saka. But that's what you get with young players. That is what you get with young players. You're going to get a first half which isn't all that, and a second half where they come alive, and the football's brilliant and fluid. And there were definitely a lot of things to like today, but Arsenal there are many levels to get to. I was watching United and they weren't good today against Norwich, but you've got players who can win you games. I think we almost don't have that. We just have to have the players turn up and be brilliant, and the youngsters have there's a lot of weight for them to carry. So well done to Arsenal. They got the 3 points, they got the 3 goals, but again, like we said after Newcastle going into the United game, West Ham's the real test. So let's see. It's
going to be a big test. But before I let you go, very quickly, because I've asked everyone else, it's not fair that I don't ask you. What's your stance on the Aubameyang situation?
I can understand from the outside looking in, why Aubameyang, I'm not saying he's not, by the way, but I'm speculating, why he might not be happy with the way he's been used at Arsenal, the way Arteta's used him and all that. From that perspective, I can see there being a bit of a rift between them. But that's just speculation. What we know is that he went away, he came back late, so there was a disciplinary issue, and that's just not good enough. If you're captain of Arsenal, that's just fundamentally not good enough. And, the performances are one thing, and I think he's trying. I think the work ethic's there, but the performances haven't been up to scratch, and now this. So I fear this might be his final season at Arsenal. I think Arsenal are ready for something new. I think he's ready for something new. So, I think we'll find out more in the coming days, though.
Coming days, will he play against West Ham?
Not for me. No, I don't think he will.